Hello John, welcome to this tutorial where you are going to be learning exactly what is the technology behind every website you see online. You are going to be learning the basic of web development. You are going to be learning what is web and how it works. You are going to be learning the languages behind web development. I will be showing you in this tutorial HTML, the structure of a web pages, setting up developer's environment, and other things you are going to do to get started as a web developer. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be explaining what is web development. So from your own side of view, I know you have been thinking web development is this, web development is that, but what is really web development? Yeah, simply you can say web development is the process of developing web pages, and you are right, because during web development, if you are a web developer, you are going to be definitely be building web application, web pages that are very, very good looking. That means the user interface are very, very pleasant, and then the user experience very, very good, which collect data, store information, and do a lot more things. I don't want to choke your head with a lot of things, but in this tutorial, we are going to be teaching you exactly what you need to know to become a web developer. By watching this series of mine, you are going to be proficient using just HTML to build a complete, good looking web pages. So next, what is HTML? You have been hearing about what's HTML there, what's HTML there. A lot of people talking about HTML. Maybe you have been seeing a lot of memes online about HTML. You don't know what it does. So take it like this. Now let's move out from the web development environment. Let's think of it we are building a house. So if you are building a house, you know definitely you are going to have bricks and blocks. So those are the things that will bring out the structure of your house entirely. So those bricks and blocks in related to the web development are the HTML. Without them, there's no house. Without blocks, there's no house. Without bricks, there's no house. So without HTML, no web pages exist. Every web page is made up of just this HTML. So with that said, let me quickly show you how web pages are structured. So you can head over to any of your favorite browser and see. So now, as you can see from this top, we have this where the new tab at this is appearing to displace this line that at the top of the Chrome. So all the elements that are inside the top, this top that are marked in black, are inside the head tag. And very, very short soon you are going to know what are the head tags. So and other things that appear inside all these places are what we know as the body. They all appear inside the body in an HTML document. So, with that said, I know by now you start thinking, what am I saying and stuff. You definitely want to see something practical. And when you see it practically, you see all those things that are inside the head tag that are appearing here, and you see all those things that are inside the body tag that you can see here physically, that you are the one that insert them by yourself. You can insert them, remove them, comment them out. By that time, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so the next thing to do here is to set up your development environment, because without development environment, you're definitely going to not have where you are going to. So to set up your development environment, you have to install basically two things. And most of these things, you have them installed on your computer, or let me see, on your devices. So the first thing you are going to install, which is very, very important, is the code editor. You are going to install a code editor. Most of the times, I suggest people to use Visual Studio Code, because it's one of the best code editor out there with a lot of extension, a lot of features. But there are a lot of code editors there you can use apart from Visual Studio Code. There are Sublime Text, there are Atom, and a lot more of code editors. But you just need to choose one and stick to it. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be using Visual Studio Code. So I would like you to download your own Visual Studio Code. You can just type into your browser Visual Studio Code, download, and you can just see it and see it. Here you see Visual Studio Code. You can hit on this link and it will open up. You can see now it says download for Windows, and when you hit on download, it will download on your own computer and you can install it. I believe this is easy and you can do it. If you are unable to install it on your computer, you can check out a YouTube video that will guide you on how to install VS Code on your computer. And then the next thing you need to get installed on your computer is actually a browser. Most of computers come with a browser. Even if your computer doesn't have, maybe it will come with Internet Explorer, Edge, or Firefox, or Chrome, but definitely you need a browser, because it is inside this browser we are going to be viewing everything we have been doing inside the editor. When we code on our code editor, when you write code there, you are going to preview what you have written inside your browser. So I would suggest you download Chrome Chrome browser. So if you don't have it on your computer, you can go on and download Chrome browser. And I have it. I'm actually using Chrome here, so I have it. I don't need to download it, but you can head over to your browser, any browser you are using, and download a browser which is Chrome and install it. So if you have it installed and everything is set, you can get started. So if you want to know more about the next move we are going to take in the next tutorial, subscribe to this channel and see you in the next one. Bye bye.